Hey y'all, welcome back to A Soulful Tea. And on this episode, I want to talk to you all about the pros and cons of being a teacher. So if you're planning on being a teacher, stay tuned. If you know anybody that wants to go into the educational field, this is the video for you. I have a bunch of pros and a bunch of cons, so let's get into it. So I do have my book in which I took notes. And I looked at my list and I noticed that I have more cons than pros. I'm just going to be very transparent because teaching is not for the weak. So let's get started. My first pro is that you can make an impact. You can make a change, one person at a time. Some days are harder than others. Some days you feel like it's just gloom and doom. It is an uphill battle because those at the top don't want to see change. But I always remind myself that I am making an impact. I am touching the lives of our future adults, one person at a time. Another pro is it allows you to be creative. I am a very creative person. I have worked in corporate and it was just not for me. I'm not the type of person that just wants to sit at a desk for 8 hours and take phone calls or just work at a computer. That's just not who I am. I like the fact that I can be very creative in the classroom. I can implement my creativity into my lesson plans. So Number 3, you will be remembered. When you make an impact on your students and you build relationships with your students, they remember you. They remember your words. They remember your kindness. They remember your sternness. They remember the lessons that you've taught them. And it won't be forgotten. Like, I remember so many lessons that were taught to me by many of my teachers in middle school and high school. So don't ever believe that your words do not have power, because they do. The more you teach, the less overwhelmed you become. My first year of teaching, I was just like, what in the world am I doing here? It was not structured. I had my days where I was just like overly stressed because the work goes home with you. And I'm going to get into cons, but teaching is not just a 9 to 5 or a 7 to 3. The work goes home with you. And I was questioning myself at one point in my career, like, is it worth it? But then every day that I go back into the classroom and I see the faces of our future generation, I feel as if I'm where I should be currently. You create lasting relationships, not only with your students, but when you have good parents that understand the importance of education, it's like they become family. I have parents, a few parents, that check up on me and say, hey, how are you? How is everything? Are you still teaching? And it just feels good. So it's not always gloom and doom. So another pro in teaching is that you get a lot of time off. And I enjoy having my time off, y'all. Holidays off. If you decide to work summers, you can. When I first started teaching, I would work the first month of summer, and then I would take off the second month of summer to prepare myself for getting back to the grind. And the amount of time that you get off or have off in teaching, you will not have that time off when you're working other jobs, such as corporate. You have to earn the time off, and it's that's definitely a pro with teaching. You get a lot of time off. Last year, I decided to not work summers. Like, I was saving my money. I was preparing to take those 2 months off. And I enjoyed it, y'all. I did some traveling. I was able to like take care of my mental health. I was able to just wake up when I wanted to wake up, do what I wanted to do, and I enjoyed it. So I definitely enjoy having lots of days off because you need it when you're working with 70 students with 70 different personalities, plus the family, plus your staff, plus the principal. It's a lot. It's a lot. So whenever you take your time off, just make sure you are taking care of your body, your mind, body, and soul. So this is Crane Beach. Beautiful, y'all. So beautiful. So peaceful. Those are hotels over there. Barbados is just... I'm in the cave, y'all. I'm in the cave. This is nice that they put seats here. We're trying to find a spring, but look at these trees. Beautiful. Man, there's just so much power in trees. I hear it. I don't see it though. Ah.
Yeah, boss. Hold it, don't I say? Come back. All right.
All right, so I had to stop it. But the colonizers did like a hell of a job. It's crazy. And I'm seeing it more and more as I spend more and more time here in Barbados. Like the first time when I got here, I was 20, I think I was 21, and now I'm 29. So like I see it, like it's so prevalent, and it just shows the wisdom from going back 8 years and what I know today. But the tourists are out here, y'all, and they want that melanin so bad. The sun is like burning their asses.